What's up, reefers? It's going to be a little update, nothing too extravagant. Just want to show you some coral, how it's growing, if it's not, if it died, whatever. I'm working on kind of a bigger video in the near future. Look out for that. But for the meantime, I just wanted to show you the tank, let you know some progress, and here we go. As you can see, the tank is actually doing pretty well. When I first started this tank, I started it with a high alkalinity on purpose. Ever since then, I noticed a lot of burnt tips, things like that in my acros. I decided to naturally get that alkalinity down. So the way I did that was to do water changes about every week, if not every 5 days, and then kind of let it go down to the point where it was only going down 0.1, 0.2-ish a day in an event not to lose anything. That's exactly what I didn't want to do. So I let it go down. Now my alkalinity is pretty stable, 9.4 to 9.6, which I'm totally fine with. My initial alkalinity level was right about 12. It was like 11.8. And while I was getting some pretty decent growth, I didn't like the fact that some of the tips were burnt, so I decided to, like I said, bring it down. So far, everything's doing really well, with the exception of anything fleshy, with which, if you've followed me for a little while, you know that fox face right there loves to eat anything fleshy. So eventually, I'll have to get him out of there. No idea how I'm going to do that, but we'll figure it out. Let's see. Other than that, just some close-ups of the coral here. I do have a lot of growth with some shrooms. My shrooms are actually looking really good right now, and the color is actually coming back. I think a lot of that was because I took my lights. I started at 50%. If anybody doesn't know, I'm running 3 Gen 4 Radeon 30 XRW 30 Pros, and my initial setting on that was I set my whites to about 22%. I have my greens and my reds somewhere around, I want to say it was like 12. I don't know the exact number. And my overall intensity was roughly 50%. So I decided I wanted to kick it up just a little bit. So I did. I put it up to right around 52 the first week. Second week, around 55. And so on and so forth. Basically, right now, they're sitting at 63%. I'm probably going to cap it off at 65. I just don't want everything to get burnt. Those are very powerful lights, and there's really no need for it. But what I will say about this is, I've noticed since I've upped the intensity on there that the coloration is just coming back full form. I do love the fact that even some of my acros, but the shrooms are looking really good. I do have a video, I don't know, a few weeks ago, of one of my shrooms, my favorite shroom actually, that just wasn't doing well. It was kind of just looked like it was dying. I don't know, it wasn't shriveling up or anything, but it was kind of losing its color, going really pale. I didn't like it. So, like I said, I upped the intensity, and lo and behold, the coloration came back. Now, I decided also, with that said, that I'm going to kind of stop getting any new coral for a while. My tank really doesn't need it at this point. What I really need to do is make sure everything in the tank is healthy before I decide that any more coral is worth it. You know, one of the biggest problems that I've ever ran into, and any reefer can run into, is adding too much too soon. You don't want to do that. And besides the fact of having alkalinity swings, magnesium swings, you know, well, magnesium doesn't swing, but I'm sorry, calcium swings, alkalinity swings, you know, besides that fact, you don't have any rightly reason you're putting things places. And let me explain. You end up putting things places because you want to fill that gap, but you may not be putting the correct coral in certain places. So I've run into that problem before. I'm guilty, not doing it again. So with that said, like I said, this is just a little tiny video. I decided next time, I think I'm going to go a little bit more in my sump. I haven't really gone into that very much. I do want to. I know in one of my videos, and if you remember this, I actually did do a video on how I eliminated most of my hair algae. Well, the reason I don't have a video of my sump is mostly because the sump was really ugly for a long time. So yeah, it's cleaned up now. I'm going to show you what I'm working with. I don't really think I ever showed you the equipment in action. I'm going to do that. And I'm actually going to do a kind of a spotlight thing. I've been working on it for a little while, and the person that I'm spotlighting has known about this for a little while, but I haven't put anything out because it wouldn't do him justice if I put it out like this. So in the near future, that is going to come out. I'm hoping that's going to come out either next week or the week after, hoping. So that is the video for today. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys are awesome. Little tiny YouTube channel. Never thought I was going to get past 10 subs, including my family. So getting up to, I think we're getting up to 400 now. It's kind of cool to me. So thank you for all the comments, the likes, the subscribes, everything else. You guys are awesome. Have fun reefing.